Have you even seen a calm guy lose it? I used to work at this awful logistics company, the kind where the office smelled like burnt coffee and desperation. My boss, Kevin, was the kind of person who made you rethink your life choices on a daily basis. He wasn't just bad at his job, he was cruel for no reason. If something went wrong, it was never his fault. If you did something right, he made sure to take credit for it. He liked to walk around pretending he was some kind of business genius, but we all knew he spent most of his day watching golf videos in his office. The worst of it was how he treated my coworker Dave. He was the kind of guy who would cover your shift without complaining and bring in donuts on Fridays just because. Everyone liked him, except Kevin, who seemed to have it out for him. It started with little things, like writing him up for taking too long in the bathroom, or lecturing him about his attitude whenever Dave asked a reasonable question. But things got so much worse when Dave's mom passed away. Dave asked for a few days off to deal with the funeral and everything that came with it. He wasn't even asking for paid leave, just some time to grieve. Kevin, standing in his stupidly overpriced dress shoes, looked him dead in the eye and said, "I get that it's sad, but life goes on. We all have problems, Dave." Dave didn't say anything. He just nodded and went back to work. But you could see something shift in him after that. He stopped talking as much. He stopped bringing in donuts. He just kept his head down and got through the day. Then, one afternoon, Kevin called him into his office and accused him of stealing company time because he had taken a 5-minute break after unloading a massive truck by himself. Dave tried to explain that he was exhausted, but Kevin just smirked and said, "Maybe you should toughen up, or maybe this job isn't for you." Dave stood there for a moment, looking at Kevin like he was deciding something. Then, without a word, he turned and walked out of the office. An hour later, everything started going wrong. First, the office phones went down. Then, the emails stopped working. Orders disappeared from the system or were rerouted to random locations. A shipment of medical equipment meant for a hospital in New York somehow got sent to a strip mall in Arizona. Every single thing that could go wrong did. Kevin lost it. He stomped around, barking orders, demanding that IT fix it immediately. But IT couldn't do anything. They said the system had been deliberately tampered with, but they had no idea how. Then, someone noticed that Dave was gone. His desk was empty. His work badge was sitting on Kevin's desk with a sticky note on top that just said, "Enjoy." That was when people started putting the pieces together. Before working in logistics, Dave had worked in IT. He knew the system inside and out, and he had used that knowledge to completely destroy it. It took weeks to fix the damage. Clients pulled their contracts. Upper management got involved. And Kevin? He was fired for leadership failures. A month later, I ran into Dave at a bar. He looked happier than I had ever seen him. When he saw me, he raised his beer and smiled. "Best 5-minute break I ever took."